good, y'all? So today I'm going to be breaking down a demand setup that I caught on Doge. This was a beautiful setup, something that I look for every single day in the market. You can usually find it 2 to 3 times a week. And this is really something that I feel like a lot of people could benefit from. This is a beautiful setup. So let's head to the charts. Let's check this out so we can get to this money, y'all. Let's go. Okay, so we back on the chart, y'all. So here we got DOGECOIN on the 5-minute chart. So prior to me actually taking this trade, y'all, I'm paying attention to the previous price action. So looking at the previous price action, I'm seeing that Doge is sort of in a downtrend. So we got a high, we got a low, lower high, relative equal low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So from here, after this lower low, I see that we actually created a higher high, right? Now, I'm not immediately just enticed to just, okay, we just cracked this high, let me hop in. Nope, definitely not. So I trade supply and demand. So looking closer into this impulse to the upside, I see we actually created a level of demand coming straight out of here. So I drew the demand zone, stretched it out to the right, and looking even closer into this zone, I'm seeing that it's actually the right shoulder of an inverse head and shoulders, right? And the right shoulder and the demand zone is actually what broke the structure of the most recent swing highs. So this impulse was able to create a higher high that broke structure with this swing high as well as that swing high, right? So once we created the higher high, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, okay, if price is actually able to hold this demand zone, we might get an entry here. So I waited to see if price would go ahead and retrace back to the back to the demand zone. We see price pull back, momentum slow down, we get the tap. I waited for price to actually break above the candle that tapped the zone. Guys, this is super important to actually wait for price to reject these zones. Y'all, I used to get burnt on these charts trying to enter as soon as price tapped my zone, which is not, it's just not, there's no sense in doing that, guys, because any level can get broken. Every level have to get broken at some point in time. There's no invincible levels. Alright, so long story short, I wait for the tap. I wait for price to reject it. I entered it right over here. Now, price ultimately did come back down. I sat in some deep drawdown in this trade. It damn near hit my stop loss, right? But we actually created relative equal lows right in here. And this actually made me feel a little bit better about the trade once we popped right back up here. Once we created this little W pattern, I see we had relative equal lows on the demand zone. I'm not going to say I knew price was going off to the races, but I was very confident. So yeah, after that double bottom on the demand zone, we seen price go ahead and shoot to the upside. We took out the resting liquidity at this major structural high, and we got up out of there with a 4.5 risk to reward ratio. Man, this was a crazy setup. This is a beautiful setup. If I could see this setup like every day, I would probably be a millionaire, but we don't see it every day. So when we do see it, we really want to take advantage of it. But yeah, this is my breakdown on this trade, y'all. If y'all want to see more trade setups just like this, if y'all want to see more of my trade breakdowns, stay tuned and for more, make sure y'all subscribe. We'll be back on the next one. Bye.